was only alerted that this asteroid was on a collision course with us weeks ago. By tonight, people will be able to see it coming with a good set of binoculars.
If you're telling us the truth, I mean, surely governments are doing something about this.
Of course. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It failed. Combined efforts of the major powers have been firing nuclear missiles at the asteroid for days now, but it's too great an object, and they cannot divert this thing from collision with Earth.
Madman or prophet, life still seems normal on the street from here. Well, just in case, we sent out our reporter Patsy Maracino with the question, what would you do if this was the last 48 hours of your life?
Here's my copy of 2001: A Space Odyssey.
48 hours, eh?
Pray to God, pray to God.
This is all a bit too... It's unbelievable, don't you think? Okay, but if it's true, Professor, how bad would it be?
It will be the end of life as we know it. This is at least as big as the one that put the Earth under a cloud 60 million years ago and killed off 90% of all living things. I mean, the impact itself will create hurricanes, tidal waves, firestorms that will wipe out much of life on Earth.
Much, but not all.
It will be worse for the survivors. They will face the equivalent of a nuclear winter. No sunlight for years, no vegetation, collapse of most of the food chain. It will be another ice age, a planet under glaciers. I can't imagine how people would survive.
This is the only world I knew. It was threatened by the ice mountains that we were told would one day collapse and swallow our home. Those sounds were a constant reminder of this haunting fate. I was born in Sector 4 of the Underground. Most people here didn't belong to any family. There was no food, no pride, and no order. It was cold and dark, and what little food we did get was rationed to us by a group called the Elite. They were the only ones who lived above ground. The Elite ruled from their palace above. They gave us only what they wanted. They took our children as recruits for their army, and young girls to be trained as their mistresses. They were the Order of the Underground, and they owned us. It's at times like these that everyone needs a hero, and sometimes you find them in the strangest places. Gail was born in Sector 6 of the Underground. She was taken very young by the Elite to become one of their mistresses. They were rewarded with comfort in return for their ability to please, and driven by the reminder of her bleak life in the Underground, she did her job well. Gail became head mistress to the Elite. She looked after all the girls and taught the new recruits. The Elite's security was threatened by Jode and his army of rebels. Once part of the original